Pokemon competitive analysis. Today I thought it would be a good idea to maybe do Greninja, and some different ways you can run them. I actually have two, and yeah, so let's get started. Obviously we're going to be doing Greninja. His item, you could actually run some different stuff. You could run a Life Orb or a Focus Sash. That'll allow you to live one hit. Usually the best way to run them, though, in my experience, is to go with the Life Orb, though. So let's go ahead and give him that. And yeah, his ability, you want it to be Protein, so he always gets so he always gets stabbed from his moves, and that's going to be fantastic for him. Now, one way to run him would be to go ahead and do the special move set. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Some standard moves are probably going to be Dark Pulse, a Hydro Pump if you want to run the risk of accuracy. If not, feel free to go with like Surf or Scald even. Here it is. Let's just go with Scald since it's a little more accurate. I've had issues with Hydro Pump in the past. It's just been kind of a pain, so you know, if you want to go ahead and avoid that risk of missing, just totally ignore it. Another standard move to run would be U-Turn, but if you don't want to go ahead, well, actually, you know what, U-Turn is probably one of the better options. You can go ahead and use U-Turn just to kind of scout. Another good option would probably be Grass Knot, Extra Sensory, or Ice Beam. Any of those are fantastic moves to go ahead and use, but if you really want to get that extra coverage, maybe Grass Knot or Ice Beam would be ideal. But feel free to go ahead and run Extra Sensory. I mean, it'll totally throw them off guard. By all means, it's actually a pretty good move. But for the purposes of this video, I'm just going to go ahead and stick with the standard set and go ahead and run Ice Beam along with it. Now, for its stats, because it is a special attacker, we're going to want to boost its special attack to the maximum, and boost its speed to the maximum, and give the rest of the 4 in its HP. Because believe me guys, I have lived with 1 HP on a Pokemon before, and I mean, I totally love it. But yeah, let's go ahead and max that speed. Let's put it plus and minus on his attack, because we are not going to be using that stat except for maybe U-Turn, but really U-Turns just to get minimal damage off and then come back and let somebody else take the hit. So that is what it is, and yeah, this is pretty much the standard step to go ahead and run. Timid, make it as fast as possible. You're going to be outspeeding a lot of stuff, but maybe not stuff that is choice. One Pokemon that I love using is Crocodile, and I know for a fact that Crocodile with the Scarf can outspeed max speed Greninja, so that's something to take in mind when you're going ahead and facing it. You want to run the risk of checking to see if it does have a Scarf. If not, by all means, go ahead and full out attack this guy, but you do want to be cautious when using it. So another set that's good to run is a strange but pretty much very useful physical set to run, and it'll totally throw people off guard. So we are going ahead and get Greninja again. And again, we want to go with either Focus Sash or Life Orb, or maybe even Expert Belt if you want to go ahead and fake a choice item. But we're going to go ahead and give him Life Orb again. It is a good item, and really Greninja is not going to be living an attack anyway, so the little amount of damage that Life Orb does is pretty much worth it. And again, we do want to give him Protein. And so what we're going to want to go ahead and do is not give him any special moves, because really, in reality, his base stats between attack and special attack are only separated by 8 base points, so that's not a big difference in my mind. So, you know, you can totally go ahead and run a physical set, and you can totally throw people off guard. If people say they have a special wall, you can go ahead and hit them really hard with a physical attacking Greninja, and that is something to keep in mind when running it. It all depends on how you want to run your team, though, so you got to keep that in mind. But yeah, so let us go ahead and throw some good moves on here. We want to give him Night Slash, and we want to go ahead and give him Waterfall. Definitely want to give him U-Turn. And what's the last move? shoot. I mean, yeah, you can go ahead and run Shadow Sneak. That actually gives you awesome priority. Not that you're probably going to need it, but what I have also seen is people giving him Toxic Spikes, a status move even. So that can give you a really good, you know, setup move for the rest of your team if you want to go ahead and lead with Greninja. By all means, go ahead and give Toxic Spikes, whatever. But I'm going to go ahead and give him Shadow Sneak just because it gives a little more extra coverage. So, and yes, we actually do want to run this. It's going to give him max possible attack and maximum speed with the boost, so that's going to be working out pretty darn nicely. And it's not going to be as high as maybe a special attack, but it is going to be fairly high enough to the point where it would be able to upset some of the special walls that might come in to counter your special attack in Greninja. So it's just something to keep in mind, but yeah, totally. I'm Hippodyppin. If you guys like this video, please subscribe, leave a like, comment, whatever. And if you have a Pokemon to suggest next time, by all means, please leave a comment. I want to hear you guys' suggestions. Thanks.